Jensen for the point. Back to better through the block and down. Field goal. Back to pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
It's time for game number 2 of our basketball doubleheader here tonight between the Fargo Davies Eagles and the Fargo Shanley Deacons here on your live event. Game 1 went to Fargo Davies in the girls contest 52-47. Here in the boys game, Fargo Davies has won 7 straight in a series meeting between the Deacons and the Eagles. Last win for Fargo Shanley, March the 1st of 2018 in the EDC semifinals from the Shield Center. Since then, Fargo Davies swept last year, swept 2 years ago, and they also swept in 2018-2019, winning in the EDC tournament as well. This is the season opener for the Fargo Davies Eagles, ranked 3rd in the state in Class A boys basketball. For the Fargo Shanley Deacons, they're coming off a season opening loss in Bismarck, 89-63. Back earlier on December the 4th. Chase Miller with you alongside with Reggie Funk. Still to come on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Let's take the starting lineup alongside. We'll hear from Bart Manson, head coach from the Fargo Davies Eagles. Look inside that Deacon den for Fargo Shanley in the direction of second-year head coach Tony Paper. Bart Manson in his 12th season at the helm here for Fargo Davies as he's seen this program continue to grow from what it was as a freshman class to senior to having their first varsity full-fledged program to win their first state championship in program history in 2014 as well. Going to be a packed one here tonight for Fargo Shanley and Fargo Davies. Our Irie Insurance pregame show continues after this, where we'll sit down with head coach Bart Manson here on your live event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here tonight from Fargo Davies High School, it's the boys game, part number 2 of the doubleheader. Fargo Davies and Fargo Shanley with us is Eagles head coach. That's Bart Manson. And Bart, first things first, good to see you back in a gym. And anytime we get to the month of December, you know, basketball's coming up around the corner, which means practices are finally, you get to play someone in a different color. You get to play a couple of games coming up. So what do you want to see from a coaching standpoint for the first couple of weeks of the season here?
Well, you know, for us, I think tonight is just playing a game, you know, and putting some things on film so we can, you know, we've been playing against our own guys for 12 practices, and so it's just going to be nice to play somebody different, look at some things on film, get some things on film, see how some guys are going to react to playing at 7:30 at night. You know, I always say that that's such a big deal. You know, everybody always looks good in AU basketball, or they look good in open gyms, but what are they going to really do at 7:30 at night? And so I'm excited for all that, to see kind of where some of our guys are going to line up tonight, and we'll see what happens.
Speaking of some of your guys, there's some players back that have some experience from last year. You got a bevy that kind of, you know, sophomore, JV. Now it's their opportunities as seniors or juniors to see the varsity floor. Who are going to be some players that you'll rely on as the winter continues here, Bart?
Well, you know, I really feel good about our guards coming back. You know, Ian and Raymond and Mason all played quality minutes for us last year, and so it's nice to have that back, you know, coming into the first game. And hopefully as having those guards, we'll be a little bit more settled and, you know, having to turn that part over. The rest of our lineup is a huge turnover, you know, and so it's going to be interesting to see how some of these guys respond to what their role might be, and, you know, and how they're going to progress throughout the season. But, you know, it's it's a tough night to start out with too. You know, it's not like it's a non-conference game for us. Shanley got a chance to play a non-conference game right away and maybe got some things ironed out, you know, over the weekend. But, you know, for us, it's headed right into Fargo-Shanley, and Fargo-Shanley is a good basketball team. So we'll have our hands full tonight.
It is a rivalry game as well, but the EDC top to bottom, that kind of double round robin schedule, Bart. So how is the EDC this year? How top heavy, how medium? I mean, every year I kind of ask you, just give us what the EDC is going to look like and what is a 2021-22 version.
Loaded. That's what I can tell you. It's absolutely loaded with teams. There's going to be 2 teams this year that don't make it to the state tournament and go home that are going to probably win a lot of basketball games. And so, you know, for us, it's just going to be the progression. It's not, you know, I'd say like, you know, you want to get first or second, you know, in the EDC to set yourself up for a better first round game or the tournament. The tournament's going to be a dogfight this year, and so it's just going to be about keep getting better every day and keep grinding towards getting some victories, maybe position yourself into a decent seed, and then having to play the EDC tournament, which, like I said, is going to be a dogfight. Lots of kids back from last year, lots of star players in the league this year. You know, I think, you know, Fargo North is, in my opinion, the best team in the league. You know, I think they flew kind of a little bit under the radar this fall and stuff with some, you know, media rankings and stuff like that. But come on, let's be honest. Everybody back from last year's team, plus maybe one of the best players in the upper Midwest. You know, he could probably handle himself. You know, Cheyenne's just, they just turn guys over and they are able to, plus coming off a state championship football run. West Fargo's got guys back, you know, Shanley's got guys back, and Red River got really everybody back, you know, and so I'm probably missing a team in there, and, you know, but I just feel like, you know, we got a long ways to go. We don't have a lot of size this year. We're athletic. We got guard orientated, and we'll see how that matches up against some of these teams who got some size and have some different mismatches that we typically would have on other teams over the past couple of years.
Hey, Bart, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck in the season opener tonight.
All right, thank you.
Head coach of the Fargo Davies Eagles, Bart Manson, with us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Coming up tonight, West Fargo at the Moorhead Spuds. That game scheduled to already be tipped off. Grand Forks Central visiting South Valley City up in Devil's Lake. West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Wapaton, and then Grand Forks River at the Spartan Dome here tonight in EDC boys basketball. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. We come back, starting lineups in the opening tip tonight between third-ranked Fargo Davies and the Fargo Shanley Deacons in Class A EDC basketball on your live event.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
As we come back here between Fargo Shanley and Fargo Davies, inching closer to the opening tip here tonight. Take a look at Fargo Davies' one state championship in their program history. A season ago, they went 20-6 overall. EDC tournament runner-up and state semifinalists last year for head coach Bart Manson and the Eagles. Going back the last 5-6 seasons, at least 20 or more wins every year for Fargo Davies. And 23-2 overall record 2 years ago. They were scheduled to play in the semifinals of the Class A boys basketball tournament before COVID postponed everything 2 years ago. Again, last year, state semifinalists for Fargo Davies. For the Fargo Shanley Deacons, 10-13 last year. They lost to Fargo North in the state qualifying game, 62-58. 2 years ago, 14 wins. 3 years ago, 8. 4 years ago, 18-9. Consolation champs at the state tournament, beating Bismarck St. Mary's 88-64. 3 state championships in program history. The most recent came in 2013. with A.J. Jacobson, Dylan Alderman, and company on that class in 2013 for Fargo Shanley. For the Deacons, EDC Hoopster rankings in boys basketball: West Fargo number 1, Davies 2, Shanley 3, with North 5 and Red River at North 4 and Red River 5. Fargo Shanley at number 6 in the Hoopster rankings Class A basketball poll: Bismarck Century 1, West Fargo 2, Davies 3, Minot 4, and Bismarck High at number 5. So that's a look here a little bit at some of the preseason rankings for the Associated Press sportscasters and sports writers. Top 5 polling alongside the EDC Hoopster rankings. We've seen some Class B All-Stars and Hurlburt from Ederlin, Paul Olson from Kindred coming out, taking in the festivities here tonight at Fargo Davies High School before their season really gets going here in Class B boys basketball. Reggie Funk handling the camera. Chase Miller with you here from Fargo Davies High School, where the Davies student section can see a little bit to our left. It's standing up, going to be ready to make some noise, and the Fargo Shanley student section will be to the right. Starting lineups in alternating orders. They're going to go like this. For Fargo Shanley, we'll start with them first. Carter Jager, a 5'10 senior guard. Jager at 5'10. Bennett Bird, a 6' senior guard. Bird, senior. You have Jack Pollard, a 6'2 senior forward. Bakuri Hakim, a 6'4 junior. And Tyler Kraft, a 6'3 senior guard here for Fargo Shanley. Again, the Deacons: Jager, Bird, Pollard, Hakim, and Kraft. Connor Kraft last year averaged 11 points and 9 rebounds per contest. For the Fargo Davies Eagles now, they'll go like this. Mason Claybo, a 6' freshman guard. Ian Machin-Baker, Machin-Baker, a 6' senior. Raymond Brown, a 5'11 sophomore. Max Frostley, the 6'8 junior forward, and Evan Van Dam, the 6'6 senior forward for the Eagles. So Claybo, Machin-Baker, Brown, Frostley, and Van Dam for Fargo Davies from a season ago. Machin-Baker, an all EDC conference selection with 17 points and 38 made three-pointers last year for Fargo Davies. The Eagles, head coached by Bart Manson in his 12th season at the helm. For Fargo Shanley, head coached by Tony Paper in his 2nd season. The Deacons, 0-1 on the year. Fargo Davies, this is their conference and season opener. 2 18-minute halves and a 30-second shot clock is what we have on store for you here tonight. It's part 2 of our 25th Street Showdown between Fargo Shanley and Fargo Davies. The Eagles looking for a sweep after a 5-point win in the girls' contest. The boys will love to come out for Fargo Shanley and make a little bit of noise here early on in the EDC season. Hakim set in the center circle against Evan Van Dam for Fargo Davies, as we're getting ready to get this one underway here tonight. Opening tip is ready. That's at 8:03 on a Tuesday night. This will go in the hands of Machin-Baker. Machin-Baker sees a man-to-man defense here by Fargo Shanley. This one will come out. Claybo goes hard to the paint. Hangs, shoots, and scores in the opening 2 points of the game. Goes to Fargo Davies. This one on the opposite side for Fargo Shanley, as this one will come between the circles. With it now is Yeager. Yeager with the basketball, rips it through, goes hard to the paint. We almost see a turnover, and we do. We see a steal. Working with it the other way now is Fargo Davies and Claybo. Claybo goes to the baseline. Three-pointer on the way. That is long. Rebound, though, to Raymond Brown, and then a turnover. Here's coming up with the steal is going to be Bird. And the opposite side of the way, Carter Jager. Jager crossing over right to left, uses up that dribble. Ball goes right-hand side, and that'll be off of Brown, and it'll stay with the Fargo Shanley Deacons. 30-second shot clock. 2 18-minute halves in Class A basketball. And the FM Macro team will be forming at the halftime, so that always brings a crowd, no matter high school, collegiate, or the pros. Ball goes to Hakim. Hakim drives, kick out right-hand side. Three-pointer on the way for Fargo Shanley's no good by Pollard. And a rebound of Fargo Davies and Machin-Baker. Ian brings the ball up, trying to play a two-man game with Van Dam now to Claybo. Claybo calls out the offense, just a freshman, leaves it to Brown. Brown goes behind the back. Now a hard drive by Frostley to Van Dam. Van Dam goes down the paint, tries to leave one off the window, no good. Bennett Bird with the backside rebound. Fargo Shanley down 2-0 in the opening 80 seconds. Hakim drives, kick out left-hand side, three-pointer. Tyler Kraft is short. Ball goes out of bounds into Fargo Davies. Fargo Davies, a club that you've just kind of expected over the years where you can bring the pen in and just kind of say they're probably going to make the state tournament under the direction of Bart Manson. Been there a lot, just won state title. Going the other way, a little hang-shoot score by Muchenbaker. Ian Muchenbaker with 2 points. Fargo Davies out to a little 4-0 run. Carter Jager, bounce pass. Hakim looked to cut, instead goes to Pollard, fortunately, here for the Deacons. Ball gets reversed to Bennett Bird on the inside. That's going to be Kraft. Kraft kick out right-hand side, right baseline three. Pollard three. That's going to be long and aboard to Max Frostley. 3 rebounds so far to 1 for Fargo Davies. Right-hand side, Muchenbaker probing, hanging, shooting, and scoring. Muchenbaker now with 4 points on the night. Fargo Davies leads it 6-0. This one into the front court now. Is this going to be with Kraft? Tyler Kraft takes the ball screen, little hesitation down to the top of the key. That's to Pollard. Pollard between the circles, right-hand side of Jaeger. Now to the right baseline. Bird off the window, good for 2. Bennett Bird with the opening 2 points here for Fargo Shanley as the Deacons trail it by 4. Deacons trying to snap a 7-game losing streak at the hands of Fargo Davies, and boys hoops. Evan Van Dam backing down his defender. This one inside the paint. That's going to be short, off bounce, and goes to Fargo Shanley. Checking in the contest will be Connor Kraft, the 6'5 junior, as Kraft will check in. Again, a lot of size with that frame. Led the Deacons for players coming back from a year ago with 11.8 points, 9 rebounds, and 45 blocks in the season. Kraft, that's going to be Tyler, head fake. Dribble pull-up just inside the three-point line. Tyler Kraft with his opening 2 points. The Deacons back within 2. Muchenbaker will bring the ball up the floor here, crossing over, left-handed hip-high dribble. Hakim comes out there, tries to hedge, and Vakiri knew it. Hakim will pick up his first, team's first, and we'll have a substitution here as Caden Broflat, a 6'1 senior, will check into the contest, in for Van Dam. Broflat from a season ago played mostly JV for head coach Bart Manson. It's his time as a senior here, where the Eagles always have a number of ball players to kind of choose from in terms of depth. Frostley left short corner, looks backdoor. Hakim is there to get his hand in the passing lane and get the steal. Other way here for Fargo Shanley. Kraft goes to the 10, and we're going to get an offensive charge. Kraft left his feet. The foul will come on the junior, Connor, as Mason Clabo got back defensively. Mason got to play as an 8th grader last year. When talking to Bart Manson, said, how good is this kid? And he goes, basketball IQ goes through the roof. And there's a reason why he played as an 8th grader last season. Coming off the staggered screens, the aforementioned Clabo shot. No, Raymond Brown trying to get the putback off the mark. Now another board that goes to Broflat. This one now, top of the key. Muchenbaker will handle it, rips it through a hang, shoot, right-handed reverse shot. No, ball goes out of bounds, last touch off of Fargo Davies. Davies got up to a 6-0 run. Since then, Fargo Shanley with the last 2 made field goals to get to our 2-point edge here for the Eagles. Head coach Tony Paper bringing a nice core back here for the Deacons. Graduating from a year ago as an all-conference selection in Braden Kaiser, but able to bring a number of guys back to have some varsity experience. Hakim, a junior, bounce pass, right-hand side, hang up 3. That's going to be off the mark, no good by Jager. Ball goes out of bounds. That'll go off a Bird and stay and go to Fargo Davies. EDC basketball season. This is the first conference game here tonight for Grand Forks Central, South Valley, City, Devils Lake, Cheyenne, Wahpeton, Red River, North, alongside with these two teams going hard to the paint on the drive. Was going to be Clabo, going to have a foul underneath, and this one will come on Jager, his first, team's third, and we have 2 shots coming here for Mason Clabo. Claybo will go to the free throw line to shoot the pairing first free throw attempts of the season here for the freshman. Claybo makes the first. For Fargo Shanley again, you've heard of Tyler Kraft, you've heard Connor Kraft. Anthony Waters, a tall drink of water, at 6'9", senior on the bench. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here from Mason Claybo, trying to get Fargo Davies the lead back to 4. Kanan Chrisman comes into the contest, a 6'1" sophomore guard. Have him with Pollard in the backcourt right now. Calling out the offense is Tyler Kraft. Kraft leaves it right-hand side at Kim. Hakim at the right wing, leaves it now between the circles. That's Chrisman. Chrisman drives, good hedge on the way. Chrisman uses up that dribble, now to Kraft. With it's going to be Connor. Connor goes right short corner, double team comes, and the steal by Ian Machenbaker up the floor to Brown from the left block, high off the 10. Can't get that one to come down, and Hakim collects the rebound. Other end of the floor goes Kraft. That's Tyler. Kraft goes inside to Hakim, and we're going to get a blocking foul. So being underneath Carson Barta, a 6'1" junior, his first, team's first, and it is in the act of shooting. Bakuri Hakim at the line to shoot 2. Fargo Shanley 2 points so far with Bennett Bird, 2 points by Tyler Kraft. Hakim misses the first. Checking in will be Daniel Yorkie. Yorkie, a 6'1" sophomore guard, will come in for Raymond Brown. Second free throw attempt on the way here by Hakim. This to make it a 3-point deficit. That one rattles out and the board to Carson Barta. Been one and done so far here for Fargo Shanley as Fargo Davies playing well on the defensive end so far. Fargo Shanley will continue to match on a man-to-man defense. Driving is going to be Claybo. Shot fake, leaves it right-hand side to Broflet. Broflet trying to goes over Hakim and gets the friendly home roll. 10-6 the advantage here for Davies. Matches their largest lead early in this one at 6. Ball goes right-hand side, Pollard. Pollard uses up that dribble. Kraft trying to get some separation here. That's Connor. Back to Tyler. Tyler with a little jab. Jumper from the right elbow off the back of the 10. Connor gets the rebound. Ball goes underneath and last touch off of Connor. Great job by Barta underneath to get that one and throw it off the shoe of Connor Kraft. Third-ranked Fargo Davies lead by 6. 6 minutes into our opening half of play. Machenbaker calls out the offense here. With it's going to be Barta. Barta at the top of the key, coming off a screen. Left-hand side, it's Claybo. Claybo rips it through, takes a couple dribbles, backing his defender down. Nice pass to Broflat. Extra fine, goes to the left short corner. Jumper good. Daniel Yorkie, the 4th Eagle in the scoring column here. Now it's 12-4 Davies with 11:43 left in the first half. We'll break with them. Shanley wants to take an early timeout here in half number 1 on your live event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Fargo Davies 12, Fargo Shanley 4 here on your live event. A jam-packed crowd here tonight on the campus of Fargo Davies High School with the doubleheader, and what you expect in a rivalry game. Kind of talking about it in the girls contest many years ago. Fargo Shanley and Fargo North was one of the bigger rivalries in the city. That's before Fargo Shanley moved from the north to the south side. At one point, Shanley was the farthest south school on 52nd Avenue. Then a few years later, Fargo Davies gets built on 72nd Avenue. Now they're having an overpass here in Fargo for 72nd Avenue. And since Davies was built, you just kind of knew with proximity and the rivalry would brew, and it has, between the Deacons and the Eagles. After the timeout by Fargo Shanley, their first of the contest, Pollard has it at the top of the key, goes right to the 10 as the paint opens up. And Pollard with his opening 2 points of the night finishes with the left hand to boot. Ball goes right-hand side to Braflat. Coming through is going to be Yorkie. Yorkie goes right-hand side. Three-pointer on the way. That one is missed by Machin Baker. Ball goes out of bounds, and this one will be a foul underneath on Fargo Shanley. The Deacons will pick up their fourth. This one will be on Connor Kraft, his second, team's fourth, and Connor Kraft will more than likely have to come out of the contest as checking in for Fargo Shanley, Jackson Paul, the 6'4" junior forward. This one goes on the inside from the left block. Evan Van Dam gets in the scoring column here, and Fargo Davies leads by 8 points. Now with it between the circles is Tyler Kraft. Kraft will pull it up for three off the front iron. Rebound underneath to Chrisman. Chrisman goes behind the back, shot fake, leaves it back out to Tyler. Tyler gets shut off there by Yorkie. Now to Pollard. Pollard thought about a three, takes a couple dribbles to Chrisman. Chrisman goes hard down the paint, right hand scoop shot, layup, no. Ball gets boarded underneath by Van Dam, his first of the contest, and Davies wants to run in transition. Machin Baker carries the ball with him. Can't get that one to go, however. Bennett Bird with his second board. Deacons down by 8, and with the pickpocket steal is Machin Baker with the two-handed flush. Fourth turnover of the game proves costly here. Machin Baker wants another one. Leads a 2-on-1. Machin Baker left-handed layup, good for two. Ian has got the last 4 points on steals and scores, and before you can blink, Fargo Davies up by 12. With it now, it's going to be Chrisman. Chrisman between the circles. Deacons need it. Three off the front iron. No, and we get a foul here on Chrisman. Ian Machin Baker with the rebound. Chrisman will pick up his first, team's fifth, and Fargo Davies is up 12-4 with 11:43 in the last 90 seconds. We'll use a little 6-2 run, and up by 12 right now here for the Eagles. Brown back on the floor here for Fargo Davies. Fargo Shanley right now trying to lock in defensively. Carter Yeager back on the floor. This one going to be Machin Baker. Machin Baker at the left wing, free throw line extended, tries to get by Kraft, sees Kraft blow by him, spot up, 13-footer, good. Machin Baker right now with 10 points to lead the floor. Yeager the other way beats everybody down the floor. Jack Pollard now has 4 points and a bucket Fargo Shanley needed. Now let's see what they can do on the defensive side of the ball. High ball screen looking for the pick and roll to Van Dam. Nice job jumping the lane by Chrisman to get the poke away steal to a teammate there in Pollard. Kraft brings the ball up the floor now between the circles to Chrisman. Chrisman will handle it, gives it to the high post. Turnaround jumper from 13 to Jack Pollard. Pollard's got 6. And we're going to have a substitution here as coming off the court with a little bit of an injury is Ian Machin Baker, and we're going to get not a timeout, we're just going to get a official substitution with 9:08 left to play here in the first half. So mark this down as Ian is going to step out of the game here for the Eagles. As you have him and Claybo both on the sideline right now in terms of their guard play. That was 2 of their 5 seniors right now getting attended to on the far sideline. Claybo, I think, just got a little bit of a cut, so they're taping him up. He looks to be all right, and then we'll see how Ian's doing. He just might have some cramping. It looks like he's trying to walk it off underneath. Van Dam posting up. Jackson Paul was trying to front, but Paul had a little bit of the hook. Jackson will pick up his first. That'll be the team's 6th of the contest already, compared to just 1 for Fargo Davies. So Fargo Shanley will put Davies in the bonus from here on out with 8:55 left to play in half number 1. Little baseline offense here goes to Brown. Brown goes hard. His shot is blocked underneath by Chrisman. Now to Van Dam. Van Dam goes hard down the paint, and Paul's going to make him earn it. Jackson Paul picks up his second, team 7th. At the free throw line to shoot 2 will be Van Dam. Van Dam to shoot 2. Fargo Davies lone 2 free throws sniped by Mason Claybo. Mason made both of them. So free throw opportunities. 3 and number 4 as a team here tonight. Van Dam misses the first. Free throw attempt number 2 here by Van Dam. See if Fargo Davies has a little full court token press after the timeout. Van Dam, though, goes 0 for 2 from the line. Pollard gets the rebound. Jack right now with 6 points and 1 board. Fargo Shanley down by 10 with 8:40 left to play here in the first half. Tyler Kraft coming through a staggered screen, gets it now on the dribble handoff, pulls up from 16 feet off the front iron. No, Van Dam collects the rebound, his second. With it in transition now, driving, kick out right-hand side to the baseline. That's Frostley. Frostley gives it to Van Dam, muscling his way, finds Frostley on the back door cut, good for two. Give Van Dam the assist. Frostley with the 2 points as it goes big man to big man here for Fargo Davies. The Eagles back up by 12, their largest lead, matches it of the contest. Kraft wants it back to single digits off the front of the rim. Van Dam with the rebound. Now to Claybo. Claybo, we're going to get an offensive charge. Getting set defensively was Chrisman. Mason Claybo picks up his first, team's second. And with 8:02 left to play here in the first half, Fargo Shanley right now needs a little bit of offense. They're led by the 6 points of Pollard, 2 by Burden, 2 by Tyler Kraft. That's it. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. They have yet to make a three-pointer here tonight for the Deacons. Jager up the floor behind the back now, Chrisman. Chrisman slows it up here for the Deacons to Jager. Carter with it in the front court here, calls out the offense. Bounce pass goes left-hand side. Posting up is Jackson Paul. Paul backing his defender down, leaves it deep. Three-pointer here by Jager is good. Carter sees his man help. Jager hits the triple from the left wing, and the Deacons are back within 9. Kind of feels like the girls' game early on where Davies got up early. They never trailed, and that's what Fargo Davies is doing right now. Baker with 12 points of Fargo Davies 24. Going the other way is Kraft. Kraft takes a couple dribbles with it. Now left-hand side's Pollard. Pollard finds a teammate in Chrisman. Left-hand side back to Kraft. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kraft rips it through. Ball goes right-hand side. Pollard to the right baseline now in the hands of Chrisman. Chrisman takes a couple of dribbles. Little rip around pass goes to Kraft. Kraft with it. They're under 5 seconds on the shot clock to Jackson Paul. Paul is going to travel with the basketball as the shot clock was running down. That's the Deacons' 6th turnover. Carson Barta will return to the floor. Evan Van Dam will come out. Hakim will come back in the game here for Fargo Shanley as Jackson Paul will come out. Paul with 2 personal fouls alongside Connor Kraft for Fargo Shanley. Otherwise, everyone else is fine in terms of that foul situation. The Deacons down by 11. Fargo Davies running this weaving offense down to Baker. Ian crossing over. Stop, pop, 13-footer will swirl out, and a rebound trying to come down to Jager. Ball will go off Brown's hands. Substitution now on the floor. Connor Kraft so far held scoreless with 2 fouls as Tyler will check into the contest. Substitution now with Ian Baker will come on and get this one in on a little 2-3 zone. Baker gets the ball right back from Frostley. Can't get the first one to go. Second one, no. And a board underneath to Connor Kraft as Baker hit the deck hard. Here comes Hakim. Hakim to Kraft. Kraft reverses it. Top of the key. 3 by Chrisman off the front of the rim and a board to Frostley. Max will pick up his second. Fargo Davies in the front court. Deep 3 in transition is short by Claybo. A board, though, by Brown. 10-footer is good. Brown, 2 points, 3 rebounds. 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. Fargo Davies doubling up Fargo Shanley and EDC boys basketball. This one goes inside to Kraft. Runner off the mark, no good. Hakim tries to collect the rebound. It will end up with Chrisman. Chrisman to Hakim, extra fine left wing. Pollard, three-pointer's good. Tickles the twine for Jack Pollard. He's got 9, and Fargo Shanley back within 10. Kind of damn, so to speak, for Fargo Shanley's at 8 to 10 points right now as they're trying to whittle this one down to single digits before the half. Claybo shot fake Frostley, 21-footer on the way off the back tap, no good. Good rebound underneath. Carter Jager collects the miss. Hakim posting up on the inside. Jager doesn't give it to him. Now to Chrisman, inside to Kraft. Raymond Brown is there. Good defense by Brown to get in front of Kraft. Davies in transition to the freshman Claybo. Claybo with it now at the right wing, and we got a foul here on the drive. Chrisman will pick up his second to join Connor Kraft and Jackson Paul. That's the team's 8th, and will have bonus opportunity. A 1-and-1 for Mason Claybo. Tyler Kraft to check in for Fargo Shanley. Daniel Yorkie and Kaden Broflat in the game for the Eagles as Frostley will come out, and with him, you'll have Raymond Brown. make one to get one opportunity for Fargo Davies as a team. 2 of 4 from the line. Claybo makes the first. Mason with 5 points. Second in scoring behind Machenbaker with 12 for the Eagles. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming. Second one is in and out, no good. And the board comes down to Connor Kraft, his second. Deacons in transition, they find Hakim. Hakim takes a couple dribbles, sees that double team, goes off the hands of Kraft on the inside, back to Tyler. Tyler with it right now, sets up the offense, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Tyler bounce pass across the paint. Extra fine goes to Jager at the left wing. Three-pointer is long, but a board underneath to Connor Kraft. Forces one up, and we got a foul. Carson Barta will say got enough of the arm. Barta will pick up his second, team's third, shooting 2. Tyler Kraft. Fargo Shanley as a team 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 shots upcoming here for the Deacons. First one is good. Kraft now with 3 points. Substitution on the floor as Van Dam will check into the game. Coming out would be Barta. Barta the lone Eagle with foul trouble as he has 2 of the team's 3. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Connor Kraft is good. So Connor Kraft now has 2 points on the other way. Dylan Yorkie able to tip down Broadway. As Yorkie able to get his second made field goal of the game, and just like that, Fargo Davies back with the answer. Jager uses up that dribble over to Jack Pollard. Pollard's going to drive down the paint. His shot is blocked by Van Dam. Going the other way in transition. Braflat with the right-handed layup. Might think Kanan was trying to slam it down. Instead, it goes the other way, and we have a timeout here. We'll break with him. Timeout by head coach Tony Paper. 4:12 left to play here in half number 1. It's Fargo Davies up by 13 on your live event.
Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
EDC boys basketball here tonight from Fargo Davies High School. Our halftime show is coming up. We'll recap what happened in the girls' game. Take a look ahead for both teams, and you'll look at your first half numbers. That's still to come on our halftime show. Fargo Davies right now leads it by 13 points after this second timeout by Fargo Shanley. We'll see what the Deacons can do offensively here. Carter Jager with the basketball. This one to Kraft. Tyler with it. Connor Kraft trying to post up on the inside. Now back to left-hand side to Tyler, to Pollard, back to Connor. Connor Kraft right to the key. Three-pointer off the front of the rim. Hakim try to collect the board. Ball get tipped and right to Machenbaker's hands as Ian has his 4th rebound of the game. Ian now with 12 points and 4 boards. Yorkie with it, coming through a stagger is going to be Claybo. Claybo tiptoes the baseline, finds Ian. Machenbaker tees up a 3 off the back tab. Ball gets around, and this one is still loose. It's going to end up with Fargo Davies on the loose ball. Yorkie drives, leaves it. Claybo open, top of the key. That is going to be short. Great save, though, underneath by Yorkie to Van Dam. Van Dam can't get that rebound to go. Van Dam's going to get double-teamed. They're going to get a timeout by head coach Bart Manson. Good defense by Fargo Shanley there to apply some pressure. We'll break with them with 3:16 left to play in the first half. Eagles up by 13.
Basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At the half, it'll be the FM Acro team as well, so we'll try to get as much of that high-flying extravaganza on the air here for your viewing pleasure. FM Acro team, one of the best halftime shows, not just in the region, the state, the city, but you could argue possibly the nation in terms of what they do in about a 10-minute time frame, able to get on the court, put on their show, and then able to go from there. This one going to get inbounded as it goes to the left baseline. That's going to be Machenbaker. Machenbaker to the left-hand side. That's Claybo. Claybo drives, kick out right-hand side. Yorkie, three-pointer. One's going to be long. This one gets tipped right in the hands of Connor Kraft, his fourth board. Up the other end of the floor, Pollard. Pollard going to bounce pass, and that's where Pollard should, I think the entire coaching staff is going to say, hey, Jack, just go up for that one. Be a little selfish. Jackson Paul will check in here, and Pollard might have thought he was a little bit too open as Pollard will check out of the game. Vakiri will come in and inbound it to the baseline here. 23 seconds on the shot clock. As this one goes in the hands of Kraft. Right wing three on the way off the iron. Paul tries to collect a miss and save it. He can't, and it goes to Fargo Davies. So under 3 minutes to play before we get to the half. A game that started at 8:03. Currently just under a half hour, 28 minutes of actual action. Open underneath was Claybo. Running a little flex offense. Here's Fargo Davies. Claybo, though, comes up and he'll shoot the three. That'll swirl out and a board to Jager, his second of the contest. This one now to Jager in the front court. Jager puts the head down, and we get a foul here on the bump. Ian will pick up the foul. Machenbaker will have his first and the team's fourth. Fargo Davies are going to say they have a couple of fouls to give before it gets to the bonus. On the opposite side, Fargo Shanley with one more foul to give before Davies is in the two shots. Tyler Kraft will shoot a three and count it. That's a deep two, I believe. I said three, but I think he was inside the paint. Raymond Brown will collect the foul. That'll be Brown's first, team's fifth, and for an and one opportunity will be Tyler Kraft. 4 points tonight, chance to get to 5. Caden Chrisman will check in for Jackson Paul. Fargo Shanley, stop me if you heard this one before, a chance to get back within 10. Could have been that 8 to 13 point range for most of the latter part of the first half here as Claybo collects the miss. Mason, 5 points and a rebound here as the Eagles lead it by 11. This one goes to Van Dam. Van Dam with the basketball. Claybo now to the left of the key. Coming through a screen. That'll go to Van Dam to the right wing. Brown now trying to cut open for it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brown a little curl hop through the paint. Good for two. Raymond Brown just smooches one off the window for 4 points, and the Eagles lead it by 13. Kraft taking a little handoff. Three-pointer. Connor collects the miss. Now it goes to Chrisman, who spins inside the paint. Shot fake, tries to finish for two. Ball gets tapped around to Evan Van Dam. He's got 5 rebounds, and Bart Manson calls out the offense. Machenbaker will call it out here as Ian brings it in the front court. Ian between the legs. Crossing over left, right, goes hard to the 10. Throws one up, going to be short, and Tyler Kraft gets the board. Other end of the floor, that goes to Connor Kraft, to Jager, back to Kraft. Here's a deep three on the way. That's no good, and a board underneath to Evan Van Dam. Fargo Davies with the rock now. Crossing over is going to be Claybo. We got a blocking foul. This will be on Chrisman, his third in the team's ninth, and we have a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Mason Claybo. Claybo is 3 of 4 from the free throw line here tonight as Frostley will check in for Van Dam. Claybo with 5 points here for the freshman guard. An opportunity for Fargo Davies to stretch their lead out by 13 points, the largest here of the contest. As Claybo goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. First free throw attempt is good. So far, Claybo has shot 3 free throws. He's 4 of 5, and Van Dam has shot 2. He's 0 for 2 to make up the free throw opportunities. Second one is good as well by Mason. Mason just chipping away now with 7 points, and the Eagles have their largest lead at 35-20 with 1 minute left to play here in the first half. Kraft goes on the inside, right-handed layup high off the window, no good by Jagger, and a rebound underneath to Claybo. Claybo gonna try to go coast to coast, gets fouled and counted. The freshman sensation Mason Claybo goes coast to coast with an and one. The foul underneath, this one looks to be on Caden Chrisman, his 4th, team's 10th, and Mason Claybo now a chance to get in double figures with a good old-fashioned three-point play. Fargo Davies has yet to make a three-pointer tonight. Fargo Shanley so far with 2. The Eagles have ballooned this lead out to an 18-point edge. Bennett Bird will check into the contest. As this one will know now with Carter Jagger. Jagger will handle it in the front court here. Left-handed dribble, almost an over and back. Mach and Baker playing some good D. Kraft to the right baseline. Skips it now to Tyler. Tyler rips it through left to right. Pull-up jumper from 17 feet is long. And a rebound comes down underneath to Ian. Mach and Baker working on a double-double performance. 12 points, 5 rebounds. Mach and Baker goes hard down the paint. Right-hand layup. Ball gets tipped, no. Underneath, and this one will be collected by Hakim. Hakim with his 5th board. Other end, Fargo Shanley can take the final shot of the quarter if they want. As this one goes to the right-hand side, that's to Kraft. Kraft with the basketball, goes on the inside, Connor. Connor Kraft, no shot. The shot is no good. His body is hit the floor with .9 left to play here in half number 1. As Van Dam will quickly make a substitution with Daniel Yorkie. Who's coming out will be Ian, and with him will be Kanan Braflat. So Fargo Davies will put some size in on the floor to try to negate a jump ball. There's the jump to Kraft. That'll go off his hands, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. After 1 half of play, it's third-ranked Fargo Davies 38, the Fargo Shanley Deacons 20. The FM Acro Team halftime show is next here on your live event.
I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
At the half, the Fargo Moorhead Acro team is getting ready for their halftime show as well to start things off. as we'll try to give you most of it here on your live event. It's something to behold, all the twists and turns, the backflips, the cartwheels, roundoffs, you name it, they can do it here for the Fargo Moorhead Acro team, North Dakota's Goodwill ambassador. We saw the Acro Lights earlier in the girls contest, what they try to do across the Fargo Moorhead region. If there is a senior or two on a particular high school in the area, they try to go and perform at that specific girls high school or boys high school as well. At the half, Fargo Shanley trails by 18 against Fargo Davies. Third-ranked Eagles looking like a top 5 rated team here in Class A boys basketball here in half number 1. Chase Miller alongside Reggie Funk with you on this Tuesday, December the 7th. Let's take a look at the first half numbers. Team numbers, Fargo Davies 6 of 9 from the free throw line. 0 made three-pointers. 7 players in the scoring column for Fargo Shanley. Fargo Shanley currently is 2 of 5 from the free throw line. 5 players in the scoring column and 2 made three-pointers. The Eagles with 20 rebounds compared to Shanley's 13. Fargo Davies with 3 turnovers to Fargo Shanley's 7. At the half, 38-20. Leading scorers for Fargo Davies, 12 points of Ian Mochenbaker and 5 boards. 10 points by Mason Claybo and 6 of 7 shooting from the line. 4 points apiece by Yorkie, Braflat, and Raymond Brown. And then 2 points by Max Frostley and Evan Van Dam. For the Shanley Deacons, 9 points by Jack Pollard. You have 4 points by Tyler Kraft, 0 for 1 from the stripe. 3 points by Carter Jager. 2 points apiece of Connor Kraft and Bennett Bird. Fargo Shanley again led by the 9 points of Jack Pollard. And you have the 12 points of Ian Mochenbaker to lead the floor here for Fargo Davies. Earlier today in the girls contest, Fargo Davies defeated the Fargo Shanley Deacons for the 4th time. For the 4th straight time, that is. Led by Ashton Safransky, the sophomore guard, with 17 points and 8 rebounds, had a number of steals as well. Then 10 points of Marissa Beering with 2 second-half threes. Fargo Shanley was led by the 9 points by Mezuku Hakim, 9 points and 13 boards. Then also Emily Strema had 6 points and 15 rebounds for Fargo Shanley. The Deacons go to 0-2 on the season, while the third-rated Eagles in Class A girls basketball improve to 1-0. Still to come here on your live event this weekend when it comes to EDC Sports. Boys hockey on Saturday. West Fargo Cheyenne for the West Fargo Sports Arena. Joel Morgan will be on the call for you on that one. That'll be at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon right here on your live event, presented to you by our friends at the West Fargo Stampede. Fargo Davies after tonight for boys basketball. They will host the Wahpeton Huskies before traveling to the City of Bridges and playing Valley City for their first road contest on December the 14th. For Fargo Shanley, their next game after tonight will be home to Fargo South on Friday. Then they will host the Fargo North Spartans, that Bruin game, as well as a EDC girls and boys basketball doubleheader for fans heading to McCormick Gymnasium on Friday, as the FM Acro team is just about ready to wrap up their show here tonight. Fargo Davies has looked awfully good for their season opener in terms of their guard play. Ian Mochenbaker, Mason Claybo looking like a really good early on in the year, a 1-2 combination here for head coach Bart Manson. For the Shanley Deacons, they've had to play through some foul trouble. Kaden Chrisman already with 4 fouls. Connor Kraft has 2 and Jackson Paul has 2. But Connor Kraft, for players coming back, had 12 points per game and 9 rebounds. Just limited to 2 points here tonight. And as the crowd gets into it at the later part of this halftime show by the Fargo Moorhead Acro team. Fargo Davies Class A hoops. Last year's state champ, the West Fargo Packers, beat the Mounted High Magi. Gone is Carter Bierencott, headed to MSUM off last year's team, Joel Pease, but they bring back Carson Hagerly. They bring back Limkey as well. And then you look at what Fargo North is bringing back nearly everyone from last year's state tournament club that broke a spell for Fargo North getting to state. You look at what West Fargo, Cheyenne, and head coach Tom Kirchhoffner has put together over recent years. You just expect Cheyenne to kind of be like Fargo Davies in terms of quality club, a team that's going to get close to 20 wins nearly every season and a chance to make the state tournament. And you throw in a Fargo Shanley team, Deacon team here that just kind of has to go through some early season kinks, and then Grand Forks Wood River bringing back a number of players as well. Final moments of the Fargo Moorhead Acro halftime show here. As they're just about ready to finish off. They do the final pyramid section here where they get everyone to have a chance to get on the trampoline and get over. Fargo Davies, again, just taking a look at their program history. 20 wins last year, 23 2 years ago, 24 3 seasons ago. 5 years ago, 25-2, state championship in 2014 for Bart Manson and the Eagles. Just a quality club. As that is the Fargo Moorhead FM Acro halftime show. Again, the ambassadors of North Dakota, anytime they perform here across the region, normally with a standing ovation, and there it is. That is your FM Acro halftime show as well at the half. Fargo Davies leads it by 18. The second half is coming up next on your live event.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
We buy insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Fargo Davies and Fargo Shanley after one half of play. The Fargo Davies Eagles lead it 38-20. Quick out-of-town scoreboard. Valley City and Devils Lake going into overtime at Devils Lake. That game 69 apiece after one half of play earlier today. Fargo Davies girls won by a final of 52-47. Fargo Shanley clad in red. The Fargo Davies Eagles clad in white. Davies trying to get to 1-0 on this season, 1-0 in conference play. Fargo Shanley, if they can come back in this one, would get to 1-1 on the year, and they would get to 1-0 in conference play. Fargo Shanley will start off with Bennett Bird alongside Carter Jager. You have a pair of Crafts and Tyler, and with him Connor Craft, and on the floor is Bakuri Hakim. For the Fargo Davies Eagles, Mason Claybo, Ian Baker. You have Raymond Brown, Max Frosley, and Evan Van Dam here for the Fargo Davies Eagles. Fargo Shanley will handle it now with Carter Jager. Jager leaves it left-hand side to Bennett Bird. Bird back to Jager coming off a screen as Kraft. This is a three-pointer. That's good. That's how you start the second half if you're Fargo Shanley with a triple by Tyler Kraft. He's got 7. And that's going to be the third main three here for the Deacons. Van Dam now working with it. Fargo Shanley will continue in this little man defense, Claybo goes to the rim and count it. Mason Claybo with the and one continues to shine here, has 12 points for Fargo Davies, and Claybo will go to the free throw line for an and one opportunity. This will be on Connor Kraft, and Kraft has been playing in foul trouble, picks up an early foul here in the opening 29 seconds of this second half. His first, team's first, and making the end one is Mason Claybo. Now with 13 points and 2 rebounds, Claybo 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. Next 3 years and this year, coaches will be wishing Mason was already a junior this season in terms of his basketball acumen. Jumper off the mark, no good. Saved by the aforementioned Claybo. On the other end of the floor, Max Frosley goes up and loses it on his way up, and it goes to Fargo Shanley. The Deacons with Bennett Bird to inbound here. As this one will come into the front court. Carter Jager will handle it to the right-hand side. As this one goes to the right wing to Connor Kraft. Coming through his screen, that's Tyler Kraft. Tyler with it. Trying to go to the right baseline in the hands of Carter Jager. Bounce pass goes to Kraft. Double team goes across the paint to Bennett Bird for 2 points. Bird now has 4 as this will go the other end. 51-25. Fargo Davies takes a high ball screen by Claybo. Claybo to the left baseline. 3-pointer the way by Brown is good. Raymond Brown with the triple. He's got 7. Fargo Davies with their largest lead at 19 with 16:20 left to play in regulation. Fargo Shanley in the front court, leaves it now to Kraft. Tyler rips it through right to left, now to Vakiri, and Hakim will lose it out of bounds. Substitution on the floor as Jack Pollard will quickly sub back in for Fargo Shanley. Coming in for the Eagles, Ken Braflat, a 6'1" senior. You got him, and Claybo's at 6 foot, and Baker at 6 foot as well. Claybo sets up the offense, dribbles it back out to the top of the key, crossing over, drives, kick out left-hand side. Brown open for another three, almost banks it in. Rebound underneath by Claybo, and there's going to be a foul underneath. Jagger will pick up the foul, his second, team's second. Claybo right now with his fourth board as he'll inbound it to the baseline. As Machenbaker looks to get the basketball as he does, top of the key. Machenbaker three off the left rim, no good. Brown tries to save it before it goes out of bounds in front of the student section, cannot. And the ball goes to Fargo Shanley. EDC boys basketball here tonight on Your Live Event. Check out our website, yourliveevent.com, for the complete schedule of games that we have coming up throughout the week. Check out where your couple of favorite teams that you like to watch, whether it's your daughter, your son, niece, and nephew, grandparents. You can check it all out on yourliveevent.com. Basketball, hockey, and wrestling. Kraft, a tough jumper. Connor gets it to go. Connor's got 4, and Fargo Shanley back within 17. They trailed by 18 to start the half. Machenbaker takes a screen, lost it. Now Pollard, and a good foul there by Raymond Brown as it had 3 red jerseys to just 1-1. Raymond Brown will pick up the foul, his second, team's first, after the first turnover of the second half from Fargo Davies. Shanley to inbound it with Bennett Bird. And the Deacons right now, the old adage is you're not going to get everything back in terms of 1 or 2 possessions. So a chance to chip away. If you're Fargo Davies, you want to get that hole a little bit bigger here for Fargo Shanley. Jumper off the mark by Kraft, and then there's going to be a foul on the clear out by Mason Claybo. And deck hard was Bennett Bird. So Claybo picks up his second, team's second, as Fargo Shanley will regain the possession after the miss. So Tyler Kraft will inbound on the baseline here. Fargo Shanley will give it to Connor. Now it goes around the horn. Tyler trying to get open and goes off his shoulder, and Raymond Brown gets the steal. Then bounce pass up the floor. Machenbaker good for 2. Machenbaker with the 2 points. Brown with the assist, and Fargo Davies up by 19. Kraft with the basketball, looking for the dribble handoff to Bird instead. A turnover as Bird kind of came up. Connor Kraft was kind of looking at him, and Bird went to go back door, and a turnover here on Fargo Shanley. Fargo Davies with Machenbaker in the front court here. Coming off a couple of screens, leaves a deep 3 by Claybo. That one going to rattle outboard underneath. Bennett Bird trying to collect it, instead goes to Broflat inside Claybo. A block there then by Kraft. Tyler will handle it the other way, and then we're going to have a reach and foul. This would be on Raymond Brown, his third and the team's third. Fargo Davies will make a couple substitutions as Yorkie and Borda will check into the game. You'll have him on the floor in Broflat with Brown and then Machenbaker. So Fargo Davies going to a little more guard-oriented play against Fargo Shanley. So we'll see if Shanley tries to go inside with this. They do, right to Connor Kraft right away. He put the ball on the ground. Yorkie was there, and Yorkie gets the steal. Other end of the floor, it's a 2-on-2. Machenbaker, a little Euro step. How do you do on a Tuesday night? Ian now with 16 points. Nice move by Ian Machenbaker. Fargo Shanley, the other end of the floor here with Kraft. Their largest deficit of 21. Deacons with just 7 second-half points. Fargo Davies with 10 go on the other side of the floor, and that one's going to get stopped as it at the top of the net there. Don't see that too often on the shot by Barta as it just sandwiched between the rim and the backboard. Going to get a foul, though, on the shot. Carter Jager will pick up his first, team's third, and 2 shots coming here for Fargo Davies. Carson Bardo, the 6'1 junior guard, will come on to shoot 2. Fargo Davies up by 21. They'll make it 22. The Eagles 7 of 11, make that 8 of 11 now from the free throw line. Free throw attempt number 2 as Claybo comes in for Raymond Brown. Second free throw attempt on the way for Borda is good. So Barta goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Davies leads it by 23 points, and Kraft will handle it now in the backcourt. Tyler gets it in, as that's going to get by Yorkie. Tyler, nice bounce pass, goes to left block. That one off the mark, no good by Pollard. Rebound underneath by Clabo, his 5th. Clabo in transition to Machenbaker. Machenbaker showing off a dribbling clinic inside the paint and creates a shot for 2. Machenbaker with 6 points here in the second half. He's got 16, and Fargo Davies leads by 25. Other end of the floor, Jack Pollard with his first 2 points of the second half, and Fargo Davies sees that lead trimmed down to 23. But the Eagles have had the answer from the start of this one. Tyler Kraft trying to get the pickpocket steal, goes coast to coast, but can't finish that one. Connor gets the rebound underneath, and we get a foul on Broflat. His first, team's 4th. Tyler Kraft will pick up his, Connor Kraft will pick up his 6th rebound. Checking in the Deacons, going to be Caden Chrisman, a 6'1" sophomore, as Tyler Kraft will come in and inbound, and Soga Porter, a 6' senior, will come in. 3-pointer off the mark, no good. Clabo, though, able to get it in the corner for the rebound. Mason Clabo will slow up the offense here. Over 12 minutes to play here in the first meeting between Fargo Shanley and Fargo Davies this season. They'll meet again in late January. Dribble pullback by Clabo is off the mark, and a rebound comes down to Kraft. That's Connor. In the backcourt, Chrisman with the basketball. Coming through between the circles is Tyler. Extra pass left-hand side of Soka Porter. Looking back door, nice find, and there's a two-handed flush by Connor Kraft. Connor Kraft right now with 6 points. Fargo Shanley trails it by 21. Fargo Davies will call it the offense right now to Barta. Barta underneath, has it picked and stolen away. Here comes Chrisman the other side. Chrisman to the right wing, but stepped out of bounds in front of the Shanley student section. A turnover on the Deacons. They have 12. Fargo Davies has half of that here tonight. The Eagles, after this evening, will play their next contest against the Wahpeton Huskies on Friday night here at Fargo Davies before traveling to Valley City. And a date with West Fargo Cheyenne on December the 17th. Nice find on the inside. Carson Barta with the easy layup from the right block, and it's all Fargo Davies here in the second half, leading at 54-31, and a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. 11:31 to play in regulation. The Eagles are up by 23 on your live event. A timeout by Fargo Shanley. The Deacons right now down by 23. Still enough time to, again, chip away. Little 8-2, 6-2 runs within a minute, minute and a half. If you can do that over winning 2 minutes of action, you'll hear coaches sometimes say, win the next 3-4 minutes and try to do so where you're winning by 4 or 5 points, then try to win the next 3-4 minutes by 4 or 5 points, and all of a sudden that 23-point lead is down to 15-13. And if you're Fargo Shanley, want to try to get it down to at least 12, maybe 11 with about 6 minutes left to play. That'll get you an opportunity to put some pressure on the Eagles, and that certainly will help if Connor Kraft can get things going. Kraft with a deep three. He's got a dunk in this one and a tough shot from the right baseline all in the second half. He's got 7 of his 9 points here in the second stanza. And just like that, the Deacons are back within 20 as Fargo Shanley for the first time tonight going to go to a little zone defense. Yorkie at the right wing goes through. Nice find right short corner to Broflat. Extra pass. This one goes left wing. Open is Frosley. Extra pass to Broflat at the right short corner. 3 seconds left. Clabo has to force a shot from 16 feet, and it's good. Mason Clabo with the 2 points. He has 15 and 6 rebounds. And for Bart Manson, you took the entire 30 seconds on the shot clock and able to get the 2. This one goes left wing, three-pointer on the way by the Deacons, long by Soka Porter. Backside rebound by Claybo, who's working on a double-double. Mason Claybo goes to the left baseline, driving his Yorkie, tries to get the right-hand scoop and score on the reversal. Yorkie with 6, and Fargo Davies just again has the answer here tonight in this boys contest. We get a foul on the other way, try to post up was Connor Kraft. Brian Flatt's going to get called for the armbar, his first and the team's 5th. Checking back in is going to be Jack Pollard here for Fargo Shanley. Coming in will be Machin Baker here for Fargo Davies. The Eagles over recent years going to have been a team that you expect to score 70, 80 points tonight in their contest, but at times their defense might not get enough credit, and there's a reason why. Claybo gets the steal, tries to finish with the right hand, gets fouled in the act of shooting. Claybo will go to the line to shoot the pair. A foul upcoming here on Fargo Shanley. This one will come underneath. This will be on Vakiri Hakim, his second and the team's 4. 2 shots upcoming here for Fargo Davies as Claybo goes to the line to shoot one of the first of 2 and misses the first. So Claybo still with 15 points. You have Machin Baker right now. We got him down with 18 points on the night. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way, and that one is going to be off the mark, no good, and Kim collects the rebound and a foul on Claybo, his 3rd. So for the rest of the way now for Fargo Shanley, they're in the bonus. What's a better way to get back in a contest than with the clock stopping, an opportunity at the free throw line as Levi Olson will check in, a 6'7" senior center in his first minutes here in the second half for the Eagles as Bart Manson going a little deeper to the bench right now. Tyler Kraft with the steal, with the pass, and the steal comes by Claybo. Claybo with it, spins on the inside, finds a trailing Ian Machenbaker. Shot is short, put back though off the mark by Levi Olson. And get a board underneath by Fargo Shanley and Soka Porter. In the front court now for the Deacons. Crispin, nice teardrop runner off the mark. Caden gets the rebound, kick out Pollard, deep three-pointer. Off the backboard, no good. Frostley with the board, and Fargo Davies can run the offense. Claybo crossing over right to left. Double team comes. Ball gets skipped to Frostley. Right of the key for 3. Splash City. Max Frostley now with 5. His first made 3, and it's all Fargo Davies here late in the second half. 61-34. 9 minutes to play here in regulation. And Davies gets another steal. Machenbaker up the floor to Claybo. Claybo right hand scoop and score. Mason Claybo now with 17. And Fargo Shanley has seen this 18-point deficit at the half balloon now to 29 here in the second. Tyler Kraft, nice bounce pass across the paint to Akim. He can't get that one to go. Gets the ball right back on the inside. Tries to finish with the left hand. Can't, and a board to Claybo. Claybo with it now as he crosses the timeline. With this result, Fargo Davies would improve to 1-0 on the season. Fargo Shanley would drop to 0-2 on the inside as Olson gets that one to go. Levi Olson with his first 2 points here of the evening on the block-to-block action. Good pass on this 2-3 zone, and we get a timeout here by head coach Tony Paper. We'll break with him. 8:15 left in regulation. Fargo Davies showing you why they're ranked number 3 in the state in the preseason polls here on your live event.
Basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common. They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, for Fargo Davies, they were leading it 41-25 with 16 minutes left to play in this contest. Since that mark, Davies has outscored Fargo Shanley 24-9, and in doing so, they've been able to just play extremely well. As you look in this second half, there's been 7 players in the scoring column. You have multiple points by Barta, Claybo, Machenbaker, Brown with a 3, Frostley with a free 3. And right now, after the timeout, Brown is going to be on the floor with Yorkie, Machenbaker, Frostley, and Olsen here for Fargo Davies. For Fargo Shanley, Carter Jager returns to the floor. You have Bennett Bird with the basketball right now, going high-low on the inside to Kraft. Kraft with an easy 2 points from the left block. Connor Kraft now with 9 of his 11 here in the second for Fargo Shanley. And Soka Porter continues to play some defense, and you have Jack Pollard out there. Good drive on the way by Yorkie. Can't get that one to go. Jager with the baseball pass of the floor to Pollard. Finds a backdoor trailing teammate. Can't get that one to go in Soka Porter. Soka Porter with an offensive rebound, though. Now to Pollard as this one goes to Kraft. Oh, Dirk Nowitzki-esque off the one leg. Connor Kraft continues to shine here in the second. Fargo Shanley down by 27. Fargo Davies, Baker looks hard down the paint. No look pass. This goes to Frostley. Tries to get the reverse layup. Can't pull. Gets tipped out to Jack Pollard. The Deacons trying to continue this run here. Pollard will handle it. Goes hard to the paint. Right-handed layup. Good for 2. Jack Pollard with 13 hard-earned points. And after the timeout where it was 65-34, a little 6-0 run here by Fargo Shanley with 7 minutes to play. Nice no-look pass there from Baker to Olsen. Give Ian the assist. Levi Olsen now with 4. 6'7" again for Olsen, able to get some minutes here as he continues to play. This one on the floor for Fargo Davies. Pollard trying to get by Frostley. Throws one up, and Max will pick up the foul. His first, team 7th. And Pollard will go to the free throw line for his first attempts from the charity stripe as Fargo Davies will make 3 substitutions after this free throw attempt. First, tries at the line in the second half for Fargo Shanley. In the first half, they went 2 of 5 from the stripe. Free throw attempt number 1 is good. So checking back in, you're going to be Mason Clabo will return, Kaden Broflat, and Evan Van Dam here for the Eagles. So the original starting 5 out there for head coach Bart Manson. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Pollard. That's good. Pollard now with 15 points to lead the floor for Fargo Shanley for the 6'2 senior. This one, Brayman Brown, no look pass to Van Dam. Tried to get the slam, but getting there a little bit was Connor Kraft enough to get the basketball and deter that one from going down. This one goes left wing. With it is going to be Soka Porter. Now to the right-hand side of Jack Pollard. Pollard rips it through, drives the paint. Between the circles is Soka Porter now as he handles it at the high post. Soka Porter gets the ball back wearing that brace. Rips it around the horn of Jager. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Deacon's got to get one off. Connor Kraft will try to shoot one from the right wing. That's short. And a rebound to Mason Clabo. Clabo working on a double-double. That's his 9th board of the contest. Davies with 6 minutes left to play sees a little 2-3 zone. Clabo probing, bounce pass, Baker, extra pass to Brofrat across the lane, and Bennett Bird was there to bat that one away. Colson Bercier, the 6-foot senior, will come in here for Fargo Shanley as Tony Paper going to the bench a little bit more here for the Deacons. Deacons down by 25. They lost their season opener in Bismarck 89-63. 2 games of South and North still to come on their schedule before closing out the month of December with a fury of games after a turnover. They'll play Red River Central, Valley City, and West Fargo Cheyenne all before the first of the year as well for Fargo Shanley. Clabo goes down the paint, Kraft with the block. Kick out to Van Dam, right baseline. 3 is good. Evan Van Dam with 5. His first made 3, and it's all Eagles here in the second half. A 28-point edge here for the 3rd-ranked team in the state. This one at the top of the key, looking for it, backdoor. This will be a foul here as Connor Kraft will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. The foul on Fargo Davies will be the 8th foul. This one will be on Raymond Brown, his 4th. Connor Kraft will go to the free throw line. So far here tonight, Kraft has 13 points. 2 shots upcoming for the 6'5 junior. First one is good. Second one on the way here for Fargo Shanley. Deacons again gave up 89 points to Bismarck St. Mary's. With this result, this would be a season low for the Deacons, scoring 63 against the Saints. Kraft goes 2 for 2 from the line now with 15 points. So for head coach Tony Paper, a chance to get a couple practices in before their home opener against Fargo South on Friday. We'll see what they can do against a Mike Hendrickson club. Then a very good Fargo North team goes to McCormick Gymnasium on December the 14th. A three-pointer on the way, and why not? Raymond Brown in double figures with 10, his second main three. We'll know what Fargo Shanley is going to be made of here after the opening couple of weeks with Cheyenne, West Fargo, all up in there. Left-handed layup off the mark, no good by Carter Jager. This is a team, though, that you just expect to get a little better as the season moves on. 4 seniors, 1 junior in the starting lineup. Some guys getting some first varsity experience here tonight. The foul coming on Mason Clabo, his 4th, and the team's 9th. 2 shots on the way for the lefty, Carter Jager. Free throw attempt number 1 is good. Deacons 5 of 5 in the second half from the free throw line. For Fargo Davies, a lot of people looking at back-to-back games against West Fargo, Cheyenne, and West Fargo in the middle part of December to close out the 2021 portion of their schedule. West Fargo, the number 2 team in the state in the preseason rankings. West Fargo, Cheyenne receiving votes. Davies again, number 3. Taking this one out to the backcourt is going to be Machenbacher. Well, 2-3 zone continues. Raymond Brown at the left wing. Machenbacher between the circles. Bounce pass, leaves it. Raymond Brown, left wing, free throw line extended. Another 3! Raymond Brown, his 3rd made 3 here of the second half. He's got 9 of his 13 here in the second, a 30-point edge for Fargo Davies. But again, Mason Clabo, Ian Machenbacher, 2 guys that can just kind of handle the backcourt here for Bart Manson and put their shots into quality looks. And almost a steal, and there is a steal. With it, it's going to be Braflat. Braflat will slow it up here for the Eagles as this one goes to Brown, left baseline. 3 for the heat check. Raymond Brown with his 4th made 3 of the game. And Davies has opened this one up under 4 minutes left here in the second half. Been that kind of night here for Fargo Davies, particularly in the second half offensively. Driving to the lane, that shot by Jager's no good. A putback, though, is good for 2 by Connor Kraft. Connor Kraft was held to just 2 points in the first half and 0 field goals in this second half. He's got 6 field goals and 15 points. 3-pointer on the way by Machenbacher's off the mark, no good. Ball will go out, and a couple of substitutions here as Fargo Davies will go a little bit farther down the bench as Raymond Drummond will check in. Levi Olson comes back in the contest. You have Carson Barta and Daniel Yorkie on the floor here for Davies. Anthony Water, a 6'9 senior, gets in the contest. Bennett Bird here for the Deacons, back on the floor. Isaac Bergerovich in the game here for the Deacons, and then Alex Wheelock, a 6' junior. We got a foul here on the inbounds, on the elbow. And this one will go on Soka Porter. That'll go on Fargo Davies on Levi Olson, his 1st and the team's 10th. Fargo Shanley bring this one up the front court. Game started at 8:03. Going to be under an hour and a half here tonight. 3-pointer, make that a deep 2-pointer on the way for Isaac Perkarovich. This one will leave it to the right-hand side. With it now, it's going to be Yorkie. Yorkie drives, kick out left wing. That's to Barta. Barta between the paint, spins a 10-footer. The backboard no good, and Wheelcock collects the rebound. Fargo Shanley right now at the top of the key with some younger guys getting some varsity minutes here. Perkarovich goes down the paint. That one off the mark. Carson Barta with the board, and then we have a foul. Have a player down, and this one is the ankle. It looks like Perkarovich here late in this one. 2:39 left to play in the second half as Tony Paper will come out and see if Isaac's all right. As we will break with them here late in the second half on your live event.
NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
The good news, Isaac Perkarovich is able to come up under his own pressure. He'll get to the training room and get looked at and worked on here, and that's one of the things, whether it's a starter, whether it's a rotational player, or someone getting some varsity minutes. Three-pointer on the way by Raymond Drummond's no good. A rebound by Soka Porter, then a reach and foul by Yorkie. You just don't want to see guys get injured, particularly at any time in the game, but more importantly, late in this contest, as 2 free throw attempts upcoming here for Soka Porter. He's got 2 boards so far here tonight. As the Deacons will go 0 for 2 here tonight against Fargo Davies. The girls game, Davies won by 5, 52-47. We'll see what the final of the boys contest will be as Soka Porter makes the first of 2. Substitution is Joey Dukart, the 6'1 junior. Free throw attempt number 2 is upcoming, and it's good. Fargo Davies with Yorkie will come on the floor. Yorkie crossing over, gets the paint, tries to finish over Water, does. Yorkie now with 8 points. With it, Waters trying to post up on the right block. Now it's the top of the key. Driving is going to be Wheelock. Jumper off the backboard. It's good for 2. Wheelock with his first 2 points. Fargo Davies now in the front court with 2 minutes left to play is Yorkie. Yorkie probing, left wing jumper, open 13-footer. That one will rattle in. And a timeout by Bart Manson, but that's more for a substitution timeout as Yorkie is going to get 10 points. And he'll get a couple of high fives and finish this contest off. And for Fargo Shanley, about a minute 40 left in this one as they'll bring the ball up. Good effort by Connor Kraft with 17 points. Jack Pollard had 15 as well for the Deacons. That was kind of their 1-2 punch here tonight. For Fargo Davies, it's the backcourt of Mason Clabo and Ian Mochenberger. The 1-2 combination here as this one goes out of bounds and a turnover on Fargo Shanley. Into the contest now for Fargo Davies as they're going a little bit deeper down the roster here for Bart Manson and the Eagles. As checking in will be Zach Livingood. You also have Max Mitzel into the contest. And with him is Riley Hansen. Hansen, a 6'2 junior. Mitzel, a 6'2 junior as well. Leaves it around the horn to the right-hand side to Ryan Drummond. Left wing, Livingood and feeling good. How about that? Livingood, you've been sitting on the bench for most of the evening, and you just pull out of your left pocket a three-pointer there for the Eagles. Wanner go on the other end of the floor. He'll get fouled in the act of shooting. Reach and foul upcoming here on Fargo Davies. Avelka, the 6'4 sophomore, will get called for the foul. Anthony Wanner at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one on the way for Wanner is good. Second one upcoming here for Anthony. Second one is good as well for Wanner. Wanner goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Deacons trailing by 30 with 60 seconds to play. Coming up, we'll get to our players of the game. Take a look ahead. That's also to come on our post-game show. And your final numbers in this one as Shanley just gets the breakaway steal by Joey Dukart. Bart Manson pretty much went to the bench. About everyone that had an opportunity to suit up on the sideline, get some action here tonight. If you're Bart Manson, you love that in game number 1, allowing your starters to enjoy their effort. That one off the mark. Wanner gets the rebound for Fargo Shanley. not so much the drawing board, but they just dug themselves a hole early in this one, trailing 12-4, got down by 13 points, trailed by 18 at the half, and against a program like Fargo Davies, it's going to be very tough to come back from a double-digit halftime deficit of 18 points, no matter who you are. High teardrop off the mark by Dukert. Ball goes out of play with 16 seconds left in regulation, and Fargo Shanley will get the ball back. And a chance at one more shot around here as Water handles it on the inside, spins to baseline, finishes with the left hand for 2 points. Anthony Water now with 4, and that's how we'll end this contest here, as all that Fargo Davies has to do is get it across the front court, and the Eagles will win it 86-58 is your final. Fargo Davies gets to 1-0 on the season. Fargo Shanley drops to 0-2. Our post-game show is coming up next here on your live event. Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Final in this one, Fargo Davies wins it 86-58 over Fargo Shanley. The Eagles improved to 1-0 on this season, while Fargo Shanley drops to 0-2. Let's take a look at the final numbers in this one. For Fargo Davies, they would finish with 4 players in the scoring column. They would finish with 9 players in the scoring column. They would go 9 of 14 from the free throw line. A team that had 0 threes in the first half made 7 threes in the second half, and they would finish with 7 turnovers. On the opposite side for Fargo Shanley, take a look at some of the final numbers in this one for the Deacons. They would shoot 15 free throws, and in the second half, they would go 10 of 10. They would finish 12 of 15 in the contest. They would hit just 2 3-pointers in the second half for 4 in this game, and they would also have 9 players in the scoring column here for the Deacons. 19 turnovers for Shanley to 7 for Fargo Davies. Individual numbers for the Eagles: 18 points of Ian Machenbacher, 17 points of Mason Clabo, Claybo would also finish with 9 rebounds, 16 by Raymond Brown. Brown had 4 made threes. From there, 10 points by Daniel Yorkie, 5 points apiece by Max Frosley and Evan Van Dam, 5 points and 6 rebounds. 4 points coming by Carson Barta, Cannon Broflat, and Levi Olson, and 3 points by Livingood. Hit one late here for Fargo Davies. For the Shanley Deacons, led by the 17 points of Connor Kraft. He would have 15 of his 17 in the second half. 15 points then by Jack Pollard to be the 2 players in double digits. Pollard with 9 points in the first. Make 1 3-pointer, go 2 of 2 from the line. 7 points by Tyler Kraft. Then he had 5 points on the way by Carter Jager with 3 rebounds. 4 points by Anthony Waterlate. 4 points by Bennett Bird. 2 points apiece by Soka Porter. And alongside with him is Alex Wheelcock and Perkarovich here for Fargo Shanley. The Deacons again led by the double digits. Connor Kraft of 17, Pollard with 15. Fargo Davies led by the 18 of Ian Machenbaker, 17 of Mason Claybo, and the 16 points of Raymond Brown. It's now time to name you our player of the game or player of the game here for Fargo Davies. Got to give it to the 1-2 backcourt. Mason Claybo, Ian Machenbacher. Between the pair, we finish with 35 points here tonight and 14 rebounds and a handful of assists. And more importantly for Bart Manson, when you look at a turnover to assist ratio at the end of the game, going to be on the positive side in terms of the assists here for Fargo Davies. For the Shanley Deacons, we're going to give it to Jack Pollard. Just a good game all around, start to finish. 15 points and a couple, hit a 3-pointer as well here for Fargo Shanley. So up next for Fargo Davies, they will play host to Wahpeton at Valley City, then home to West Fargo Cheyenne. Their next game against Wahpeton will be on Friday. On the opposite side here for Fargo Shanley, still to come, they will play home to Fargo South on Friday, then home on Tuesday to the Fargo North Spartans. So that's a look ahead. And in our girls game earlier tonight, Davies won it 52-47. They were led by the 17 points of Ashton Safransky in the win for Fargo Davies in that contest. So the third-ranked Eagles in girls basketball and in boys basketball pick up the win here tonight over Fargo Shanley. Again, your final in the girls game, 52-47, Davies over Shanley. And in the nightcap, in part number 2, the Eagles win it 86-58. On behalf of Reggie Funk running the camera, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you very much for tuning in to high school athletics here tonight on Your Live Event. Make sure you go to yourliveevent.com to check out the complete rundown of what we have for the rest of the week here on our schedule. Again, your final, Davies wins it 86-58 in the boys game. A good rest of your Tuesday night.